If you're thinking about buying Tygar from the Gemme collection by Bulgari, then I highly recommend you watch this video all the way to the very end to find out if it's worth it and if you need it in your collection. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Tiff Benson here, your favorite perfumista, here to help you find fragrances that you love. Today's video is going to be all about this lovely fragrance right here from their Gemme collection, and I'm very excited to share it with you today. So if you'd like to hear my thoughts on this fabulous scent, make sure you just keep watching. Okay, so go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up so we can get started. To my longtime fans of the channel, you already know, and I know that you are fans of Bulgari as well, so I'm here for it. I was fortunate enough to have been chosen to go on a press trip with Bulgari in Utah in the middle of the desert to learn more about Bulgari fragrances from the Gemme collection. It was honestly such a wonderful experience. The entire experience is really hard to translate into words, which is why I will be linking down below in the description if you'd like to see some snippets of my trip, photos, videos, experiencing Bulgari fragrances amongst my time in Utah. I invite you to go follow me on IG to check that out. The atmosphere of that resort, being in the warm desert, experiencing these sumptuous scents of Bulgari and the Gemme collection. I'm telling you, the experience was unmatched, and I just feel so honored that I was invited on this particular trip. And I'm glad that I went because I learned so much. And this fragrance being the star of the show, I feel like I literally came back home with a precious gem. Okay, so a little bit about this fragrance. It's a sophisticated, spicy fragrance with notes of citrus, woods, and sweet notes. Master perfumer here, Jacques Vallier, created this fragrance. The notes of the fragrance include grapefruit essence, accord, ginger essence, ambre accord, and in the dry down we have ambrox accord, musk accord, patchouli essence to round it out. What's awesome about this particular fragrance is that it is so fresh, and the freshness really does last all the way to the dry down of the fragrance. The ginger is super spicy, but again, it manages to stay sophisticated and bright. And overall, when I wear it, I just feel very confident and like that girl. We can't talk about the fragrance without talking about the bottle, because the bottle is a huge part of it. It has that gorgeous matte black detailing with also little nuances of gold. The cap features tiger's eye, which is what the fragrance is inspired by, this lovely gemstone, which is said to give confidence and strength and infuses this particular fragrance, the juice of this fragrance, with vibrations of the sun and the earth. And I truly believe that this gemstone does tell the whole story of the fragrance. Also, something that I find interesting about this particular bottle is that it's inspired by the obelisk of Rome, which is such a thoughtful detail, especially when it comes to this particular bottle, the bottle shape, the presence, the power, the strength of it all. It's just really thoughtful and well thought out, and I love that. Back to the notes. First note that you get from first spray is grapefruit. It's sparkling, it's citrusy, it's bright. It keeps the fragrance very fresh. So if you are a grapefruit lover, you will love this scent. Underneath the citrus, you get that ginger that starts to really come alive, and it's spicy. It also makes my mouth water. It kind of reminds me of ginger candies. My grandmother was one of those grandmas that would, like, you know, hook me up with some ginger candy when my mom wasn't watching. So it kind of reminds me of that. I love how it's spicy and fresh, and also the sweetness of it too, with that ambrette accord. It's just such a dream to wear. The patchouli and the musk and the ambroxan in the dry down really create a scent that lingers on and on and on, and you smell it around you for hours. So let's go ahead and talk about the sillage and the compliments, because I feel like those particular categories go hand in hand. And the best way that I can speak to that is to tell a short story. So when I arrived, I was met with the team, the PR team from Bulgari, and one of the lovely ladies that I met when I arrived was wearing this fragrance. We embraced, I gave her a hug, and I was like, girl, what fragrance are you wearing? You smell amazing. And that's all it took. For a second there, I was feeling quite jealous. Like, hold on, I'm the perfumista. I'm the one that's supposed to smell good. Wait a second, how are you outdoing the perfumista? Well, she did. She smelled amazing. And I was so happy that I was actually able to get my hands on a bottle of this fragrance so I could bring that experience home with me and relive it. So yes, when we talk about this fragrance, definitely a compliment getting sent, because I was sure and happy to give the compliments, but also too, the sillage that just kind of lingered off of her was just so beautiful and exquisite. It made me really want to have a bottle of my own. Just saying. It has a lot of presence. It packs a punch, but it's not overly done. That being said, I find that Bulgari makes fragrances that have that same vibe. They're quite unique and interesting and unapologetic and almost avant-garde and very unique. And I like that in a fragrance. And I especially like seeing it in Italian fragrances. It's just wonderful. It's just iconic. So let's talk about versatility. So when I first encountered this fragrance, I was in the middle of the desert where it is hot and super dry. And honestly, the fragrance thrived in that condition. I feel like I was still able to wear the scent and have it still be fresh and keep me feeling cool and confident. And I also feel like it matched my style in that warm heat. Now that I am back home in New York, where it is not hot at all, it is very cool and very humid, wet even. And I still feel like this fragrance performs just as well as it did in the heat, in the dry heat, as it does here now in this like awful weather. This beloved scent really does hold its own. And I feel like even in this weather, it still thrives and pops off the skin with those musky notes and ambrette and ambrox, giving you that sillage that gives you this elegant fragrance pick-me-up. Such versatility in fragrance makes this an obvious choice. It makes it hard to resist having it in your collection. Do you see where I'm going with this? I think it's signature scent worthy. I think you can wear it for all seasons, day and night, in the office, date night. I mean, any occasion you can wear it, you name it, I would wear it. And overall, the scent is really glorious. You need to know that. So is it worth it? It's currently being sold at Saks Fifth Avenue right now. I know it is expensive. It is an investment, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a resounding yes. You need this in your collection. And here's why. First of all, totally worth it because it is created by a master perfumer here, Jacques Cavalier, who has created a ton of fragrances that you know and love. There is too many fragrances to mention here in this video. Just saying, do your research so that you know the quality of the juice that you're getting here. That's one. Two, the versatility factor. You can wear it any season, day and night. It projects well, it pops off the skin. It's something that's going to get you compliments. And also too, it is quite exclusive. This is a fragrance that not everyone knows about, but honestly, everyone should know about it. It's just that good. And lastly, just so you know, and I know you know, right? But if you're new to the channel, you might not know. I don't bring any fragrances to the channel that one, I would not personally wear myself, that I would not personally buy myself, and that I haven't tested and is tried and true in my collection. I just don't speak about those fragrances. So the fact that I am bringing it here lets you know that it's tried and true and tested. It's on the level and it's worthy of you getting your nose on it. Just saying. So go ahead and treat yourself. I'm so happy to have this in my collection and own it myself. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. So did you enjoy this video? If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up right now. And if you've tried this fragrance, I would love if you leave a comment down below and let me know what's your experience. I'm super curious. As always, you know, I appreciate your time spent with me here on this channel. I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.